Ladies and gentlemen, graduands, on behalf of the University of Manchester, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you to the School of Arts, Histories and Culture's graduation ceremony in the splendid surroundings of the Whitworth Hall. In particular, I would like to welcome your families and friends who are sharing this special occasion with you. I know the immense sense of pride that your family members must feel as they see you graduate. I am sure that all of you graduating today will recognize the huge role that your family and friends have played in your success. It's not only the financial investment that they have made, but the support that I am sure that you will have received when you thought you would never complete your degree, the late night calls, the constant encouragement, the shoulder to cry on. It is therefore right that we as a university also acknowledge the role that you, our guests today, have played in the success of your friends and family members. We honor you because the students that are graduating today are doing so because of the dedication and investment of others like you. Even though many of you are leaving, this will remain your institution. We refer to the university community as alma mater because this is where we hope that you have developed your sense of humanity and where you have become part of a community. You have become who you are because of your community. So we hope that graduating does not end our relationship with you. At the end of this ceremony, you will join a new community of more than 220,000 University of Manchester graduates living and working across the globe. The Alumni Association will help you to remain in contact with the university and with each other through reunions, networking opportunities, the alumni magazine, and the internet. I do hope that you will make use of the many benefits and services the association offers and enjoy meeting up with one another again in the future. Please make sure that you enable us to keep in touch with you by leaving your contact details with us. As graduates from the School of Arts, Histories and Cultures in the University of Manchester, you are in an extremely privileged position, and your achievement in completing your qualification should not be underestimated. But I want to remind you about how privileged you have been. Consider first the fact that in our society today, of the 600,000 students who reach 16 each year, more than 300,000 fail to get 5 GCSEs at grades A to C. Most of those who fail to achieve those grades come from the lowest social groups. The fact remains that despite numerous government initiatives, only 40% of young people in this country have the opportunity to study at university. At research-intensive universities like Manchester, the number of students from lower socioeconomic groups remains pitifully small. Last month, I traveled to Uganda to interview students who are being sponsored by our alumni to come and study in Manchester. It is our program of equity and merit scholarships, where we hope to give the brightest students from countries where they do not have the opportunity or the resources to benefit from a Manchester education. We do this to develop their skills so that they can make a difference to their own societies. Some of the stories of the students that we were helping were heartbreaking, but each of them realized the life-transforming impact of the educational opportunities that they were being offered, not just for themselves and their families, but for their country. It is a small program. We only have the resources to support 20 students. Over 1,000 applied, all of them highly intelligent and quite able to qualify to study at this university. They know what the famous Black American intellectual W.B. Du Bois said in 1903, that education and work are the levers to lift up a people. So you are privileged because you have been given an opportunity which most young people have been denied. Your future is bright. You may be graduating with a sense of foreboding. Outside this hall, this news is atrocious. House prices are tumbling. Recession is predicted. Oil prices are nudging towards $140 a barrel. There is an explosion in our inner cities in gang warfare and knife crime. Many wise people who should know better complain about today's young people as less educated, lazy and cosseted, and unable to express themselves in speech or writing. In yesterday's Observer newspaper, I saw reference to research which pointed out that for graduates, the number of vacancies continues to increase. Big companies are not cutting back on recruitment. Perhaps most reassuringly, one researcher described your generation as civic-minded with little interest in a person's race, gender, or sexual orientation, earnestly interested in values and corporate responsibility, as well as flexible working and work-life balance. One recruitment agency referred to current graduates as educated, bored by routine, success-driven, lifestyle-centered, anti-commitment, service-minded, environmental, entrepreneurial, opinionated, diverse, and goal-orientated. Not a bad CV by anyone's standards. So as Manchester graduates, you will be joining a very distinguished Hall of Fame. Today, our graduates can be found in top positions in business, politics, sports, and the arts. Let me tell you about some people from our Hall of Fame. Our founder, John Owens, created an institution which, as its founding principle, set out to admit students without respect to place of birth, without distinction of rank or condition in society, and without having to submit to any test of religious affiliation. This at a time when many universities required a pledge of allegiance to the Protestant Church of England before admitting students. Christabel Pankhurst, as the first woman to study law at Manchester, graduating in 1906, and who went on to use her legal skills to defend herself and many suffragettes in the campaign for equal rights for women. Irene Khan, who is currently the Secretary General of Amnesty International, was a graduate of the same law school and is leading the fight for women's human rights in the developing world. I had the pleasure to meet Irene Khan last year when we honored her with an honorary doctorate. She told me how Manchester University gave her a fantastic start in life with a first-class education and an opportunity to engage in social issues of that time. She also told me about how it's important that we project the image of Manchester as a university that builds leadership of young people through social conscience as well as academic and personal skills. And then there are people like Mira Sayal, who graduated in 1983 and whose innovative and radical work in television, film, and literature, and a passionate commitment to racial equality and multiculturalism has, through her writing and comedy, contributed to a greater understanding of the way that racism operates in Britain. I also take pride in working in an institution that is always wishing to push the boundaries. Take, for example, Arthur Lewis, who was professor of political economy between 1948 and 1958. We honored him by naming the new Faculty of Humanities building after him. He was the first black professor appointed in the United Kingdom and was awarded the Nobel Prize in 1979 for lifelong concerns with poverty and growth, agricultural and human development in developing countries. When you read the biography of Arthur Lewis, you appreciate his incredible achievement. He came from a poor family in the West Indies, wanted to study engineering, and was not allowed to because it was a profession denied to black people. He then studied economics and chose an academic path. His first job at the London School of Economics required special permission from Senate because he was black. He was asked to provide assurances that he would not teach students individually, but only in groups. Such were the prejudices of the time. It is a credit to our institution that they made him a professor. This ceremony has been repeated in much the same way in this hall for over 100 years. I myself do not know the significance of all the bowing and doffing of hats, the standard bearers, the procession, but the essence of what the ceremony conveys is our independence, our role not as a bureaucracy or a government agency or a social service agency, but our job to train, to educate, and to question. The president of Harvard University puts it better than I ever could when she said, "The essence of a university is that it is uniquely accountable to the past and to the future, not simply or even primarily to the present. A university is not about results in the next quarter. It is not even about who a student has become by graduation. It is about learning that molds a lifetime, learning that transmits the heritage of millennia, learning that shapes the future. A university looks backwards and forwards in ways that must, that even ought to, conflict with the public's immediate concerns or demands. Universities make commitments to the timeless, and these investments have yields we cannot predict and often cannot measure. So, a university education should be a transforming experience where I hope you have been encouraged to confront your own personal beliefs, values, assumptions, expectations, hopes, and fears. We hope that we have helped you develop global perspectives and encourage you to reflect on wider social and environmental issues. But it's not just about achievement in the traditional sense that is important. We come to universities not only to further our careers, but to become citizens. And in order to make good citizens, Our responsibility as your teachers has been to educate people capable of building just, humane, and sustainable human communities on a small and extremely dangerous planet. Knowledge, wisdom, humanity, to translate the motto of the university, is what we have tried to impart. So your ambition should match those of your predecessors. Our founding statement read, when we were created in October 2004, stated that we wanted to make our university a place where students, whatever their backgrounds, learn to pursue truth through rational inquiry, where researchers engaged in discovery are also teachers, where research is valued both for its own sake and for the betterment of the world, where academic freedom is encouraged and protected, where the cultivation of cognitive skills, independence of mind, intellectual integrity, and artistic expression promotes understanding and appreciation of the best that is known, thought, and created in the world, and where students and staff are encouraged, as responsible citizens of their own societies and of the international community, to embrace fundamental human and civil rights as the only just, sustainable basis for a humane civilization. That is a challenge that we now set to you, to use the knowledge that you have gained, not only for your own and your family's achievement, but for the betterment of society, for tolerance and understanding. Education is what will help us to innovate, to challenge bigotry, and to embrace fundamental human and civil rights, and meet the challenges of the future. In this year of the American presidential election, I saw a reference to a speech by Robert Kennedy, popularized by Senator Obama, in which he quoted George Bernard Shaw. I think it sums up beautifully the challenge for you and how you can use your privileged education. Let me paraphrase. Most people look at things as they are and wonder why. We should dream of things that never were and ask, why not? So on behalf of this university, I congratulate all of you who are graduating here today on your academic and professional achievements, and I wish you every success in your future careers. Thank you.
Vice President. On behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you, for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, James Edward Scorer.
Well done, Joe. Congratulations. Thank you.
Holly Melissa Craigs.
Well done, Holly. Congratulations. Well done.
Anna Kate Ball.
Well done, Anna. Congratulations.
Junko Nikai Hirai Murayama.
Well done, Gina. Congratulations. Well done.
Nicholas Peter Turner.
Well done, Nicholas. Congratulations. Well done.
Ian Wright.
Well done, Ian. Congratulations. Well done.
And for the degree of Master of Arts in Gender, Sexuality, and Culture, Tara Kelly.
Well done, Tara. Congratulations. Well done.
And in English Language and Literature, Lindsay June Jackson.
Well done, Lindsay. Congratulations. Well done.
Rachel Ann Ravey.
Well done, Rachel. Congratulations.
And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in English Language and Literature with honors, Timothy Clark.
Well done, Timothy. Congratulations.
Sarah Julie Fleming.
Well done, Sarah. Congratulations.
Chris Wilson.
Well done, Chris. Congratulations.
And in American Studies with honors, Josephine Emily Rose Austin.
Well done, Joseph. Congratulations, yeah.
Samantha Adele Catt.
Well done, Samantha. Congratulations, yeah.
Jonathan Dreyer.
Well done, Jonathan. Congratulations, yeah.
Marianne Gutzeit.
Well done, Marianne. Congratulations.
Jeanette Hammerton.
Well done, Jeanette. Congratulations.
Rachel Harris.
Well done, Rachel. Congratulations.
Michael Healy.
Well done, Michael. Congratulations.
Emma Elizabeth Hess.
Well done, Emma. Congratulations.
Andrew Thomas Jones.
Well done, Andrew. Congratulations.
Haley Bernadette Keenan.
Well done, Haley. Congratulations.
Laura Kernan.
Well done, Laura. Congratulations.
Freddie Oscar Alexander Kirchner.
Well done, Freddie. Congratulations.
Gary Lee.
Well done, Gary. Congratulations.
Melanie Elizabeth Moss.
Well done, Melanie. Congratulations.
Dominic Neal.
Well done, Dominic. Congratulations.
Alice Elizabeth Pascoe.
Well done, Alice. Congratulations.
Samuel George Pattison.
Well done, Sam. Well done.
Alexandra Helen Penn.
Well done, Alexander. Congratulations.
Rosanna Rook.
Well done, Rosanna. Congratulations.
Rahana Sakardandi.
Well done, Rohanna. Congratulations. Well done.
Karis Rebecca Speakman.
Well done, Karis. Congratulations.
Alistair Ward.
Well done, Alistair. Congratulations.
Luke James Wozniak.
Well done, Luke. Congratulations.
And in English literature with honors, Elizabeth Ackerman.
Well done, Elizabeth. Congratulations.
Jessica Sophie Barnett.
Well done, Jessica. Congratulations.
Jessica Laura Booth.
Well done, Jessica. Good fan club you have there.
Oliver Thomas Bowditch.
Well done, Oliver. Congratulations.
Natalie Bradbury.
Well done, Natalie. Congratulations.
Fergus Edward Brady.
Well done, Fergus. Congratulations.
Rachel Bridgewater.
Well done, Rachel. Congratulations.
Hannah Calder Bundy.
Well done, Hannah. Congratulations.
Beatrice Aileen Carter.
Well done, Beatrice. Congratulations.
Sarah Claxon.
Well done, Sarah. Congratulations.
Rosemary Clegg.
Well done, Rosemary. Congratulations.
Elizabeth Connor.
Well done, Elizabeth. Congratulations.
Natasha Copeland.
Well done, Natasha. Congratulations.
Rebecca Craker.
Well done, Rebecca. Congratulations.
James Crown.
Well done, James. Congratulations. Yeah.
Rebecca Jane Day Preston.
Well done, Rebecca. Congratulations. Yeah.
Laura Beth Dorset.
Well done, Laura. Congratulations.
Harriet Alexandra Foster.
Well done, Harry. Congratulations. Yeah.
Sarah Elizabeth Frost.
Well done, Sarah. Congratulations.
Natasha Louise Galilee.
Well done, Natasha. Congratulations. Yeah.
Harry Stephen Garn.
Well done, Carrie. Congratulations. Yeah.
Frederick Samuel Gavin.
Well done, Frederick. Congratulations.
Rachel Louise Golby.
Well done, Rachel. Congratulations.
Megan Hanger.
Well done, Megan. Congratulations.
Sarah Harvey.
Well done, Sarah.
Sarah Hodgson.
Well done, Sarah. Congratulations. Sarah.
Samuel William Jenkins.
Well done, Samuel. Well done.
Zahid Lalani.
Well done, Zahid. Congratulations. Sarah.
Katie Francis Lawrence.
Well done, Katie. Congratulations. Sarah.
Benjamin Matthew Lockwood.
Well done, Benjamin. Congratulations. Sarah.
Sarah McFadden.
Well done, Sarah. Congratulations. Sarah.
Lola Manzi.
Well done, Lola. Congratulations.
Alice Elizabeth O'Neill.
Well done, Alice. Congratulations. Sarah.
Anita Debbie Raj.
Well done, Anita. Congratulations. Sarah.
Roseanne Scammell.
Well done, Roseanne. Congratulations. Sarah.
Marie Sharples.
Well done, Marie. Congratulations.
Mark Smith.
Well done, Mark. Congratulations. Sarah.
Zoe Steele.
Well done, Zoe. Congratulations. Sarah.
Ella Charlotte Swain.
Well done, Ella. Congratulations. Sarah.
Trevor Dylan Thompson.
Well done, Trevor. Congratulations. Sarah.
Claire Louise Turner.
Well done, Claire. Congratulations. Sarah.
Lauren Elizabeth Vandekar.
Well done, Laura. Congratulations. Sarah.
Simon Wilkinson.
Well done, Simon. Congratulations.
And in literary studies, Marie Spriggs.
Well done, Marie. Congratulations. Well done. Yeah. Today, we have celebrated the award of your degrees. Congratulations. On behalf of the University of Manchester, I extend to each of you our very best wishes for the future. I now declare this ceremony closed.